was overpowering.
The father of convicted killer Thomas Whitaker says he is grateful the governor stopped his son's execution minutes before it was supposed to happen last night. And today, Whitaker is now serving life in prison for planning the murder of his mother and younger brother in 2013.
The prosecutor said he did it for the inheritance. His father, though, survived the attack, but has since forgiven his son and says he's now looking forward to seeing him again.
One of the blessings that is going to come from this, for me, is that as time goes by, perhaps he will earn the privilege of having an open visit where I'll be able to actually hug him, shake his hand. And that hasn't happened since June of 2003.
The governor stepped in after a unanimous recommendation from the state parole board. It's the first time in more than a decade that a Texas governor has stopped an execution, and the first time for Governor Abbott.
And the governor had a lot to say about his reason to spare Thomas Whitaker's life, sent a lengthy statement saying factors in the case made his decision complex. He says, quote, "The decision of the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles is supported by the totality of circumstances in this case. The person who fired the gun that killed the victims did not receive the death penalty. But Mr. Whitaker, who did not fire the gun, did get the death penalty, and that factor alone may not warrant commutation for someone like Mr. Whitaker, who recruited others to commit murder."
Well, concerns over lethal injections used in executions came up overnight in two separate cases. In Alabama, Doyle Lee Ham's execution was stopped 30 minutes before his death warrant expired. The inmate said that his veins were too damaged for a lethal injection, and medical workers there agreed. Now in Florida, death row inmate Eric Scott Branch screamed and shouted murderers as he was being put to death by lethal injection. A Department of Corrections spokeswoman later addressed it, saying that there was no indication that the dramatic moments were caused by the execution procedure. Branch was convicted of raping and killing a college student. And today, the U.S. Supreme Court is going to be considering whether to take up a case that challenges the legality of the drug that Texas uses in executions.
That drug is called pentobarbital, and Texas has a limited supply of it because Pfizer stopped making it in 2016. And since then, records show Texas has retested its expiring supply of the drug and given it new expiration dates. Defense attorneys say that's unconstitutional. Meanwhile, the number of executions in Texas continues to fall. Take a look at the chart there because you can see how the number of executions has fallen from 40 at the turn of the century to just 7 the past 2 years.
The Texas trend really reflects a national trend. Executions are down across the country.
There's a growing consensus that it needs to be administered in the most fair way possible to ensure that we are not executing an innocent person and that the process is constitutional.
So far, 3 people have been executed this year. Only 2 more executions are currently scheduled, and all executions must be scheduled at least 3 months in advance.